Today, we are addressing a delicate topic that involves Donald Trump and his warnings about immigration and the situation in Ukraine. Recently, Trump made announcements that could significantly impact immigration policy in the United States. In an interview with Fox News, the former president stated that if he wins the November elections, he will prepare to expel hundreds of thousands of immigrants who arrived under the programs established by the Biden administration. In his own words, he warned, "Get ready to leave because I will remove you from here very quickly." This rhetoric is not new for Trump, who has used anti-immigrant speeches as key tools to mobilize his base of supporters since the beginning of his political career. The question now is whether he will truly carry out these promises if he returns to the White House. To understand the potential impact of his claims, it is essential to discuss the two immigration programs he intends to eliminate. The first is a system that allows migrants to schedule an appointment and request asylum through an application called CBP-1. Since its launch in January 2023, more than 800,000 immigrants have used this application to enter the United States legally, demonstrating that many are seeking legal ways to settle here. The second program allows 30,000 people from countries such as Cuba, Haiti, Nicaragua, or Venezuela to arrive in the United States each month, provided they have a financial sponsor, pass a background check, and purchase a plane ticket. To date, 530,000 people have arrived thanks to this policy. Both programs offer different types of permits for temporary stays of up to 2 years for humanitarian reasons. Joe Biden has defended these measures as a means to reduce chaos at the border and combat human trafficking. However, this situation complicates matters as Republicans, particularly Trump, argue that these programs are a way to evade immigration laws. According to them, they are admitting people who do not meet the necessary requirements to enter the United States. This has led several Republican-led states to file lawsuits to stop these policies. Trump's base views the arrival of these immigrants as a threat to their jobs and resources, fueling his rhetoric about mass deportation if he regains power. However, many analysts have pointed out that the promises regarding mass deportations during his previous administration were not fulfilled to the extent he promised, as actions taken never exceeded, for instance, 300,000 deportations. Thus, the question arises, are all these claims empty rhetoric, or does Trump have a viable plan this time? Harsh rhetoric without a concrete action plan could disappoint his base of supporters. Trump and his right-hand man, Stephen Miller, have made it clear how they plan to implement these promises in a second term. They have mentioned the possibility of invoking war powers and using military forces to carry out these deportations. Imagine a large-scale operation with military resources. This could lead to a militarization of immigration policy, which would undoubtedly raise eyebrows and likely face strong legal and social resistance. Numerous ethical and legal issues are at stake, and human rights organizations are already poised to file lawsuits should these measures be enacted. Simultaneously, Trump and the Republicans are also discussing Ukraine, accusing Zelensky of allegedly favoring Kamala Harris in the elections. This accusation resonates in an increasingly polarized political climate where every move and statement is scrutinized. Trump suggests that Zelensky may be aligning himself with the Biden administration, which he claims is a political maneuver that could influence the electoral context. Zelensky met with Biden in Casablanca amid a strong dispute with Trump and the Republican Party. This meeting is not only crucial for international politics but is also closely linked to the electoral dynamics in the United States. Both Biden and Zelensky have focused their efforts on the Victory Plan, which aims to pressure Russia to find a diplomatic solution to the conflict. Zelensky expressed his gratitude for the support received from the United States, highlighting the importance of maintaining this backing in difficult times. However, tensions quickly emerged. In the electoral context, Zelensky chose to visit a weapons factory in Pennsylvania, a critical location on Biden's electoral map. This visit, far from being merely symbolic, ignited the fury of many Republicans. The Speaker of the House of Representatives, Mike Johnson, openly criticized this visit, describing it as a campaign event intended to benefit the Democrats. Furthermore, several Republican leaders argued that this was an obvious attempt to manipulate electoral politics. The House Oversight Committee, led by Republicans, also announced that they would investigate whether Zelensky's trip was an attempt to use a foreign leader to benefit Harris's campaign. The pressure surrounding this issue is intense, and we cannot forget Donald Trump, who remains attentive to developments. Recently, he referred to Zelensky as the best salesman in the world, utilizing his provocative style to undermine the Ukrainian leader. Trump has also accused Zelensky of refusing to negotiate with Moscow and has praised Russia's military capabilities, asserting that they defeated Hitler and Napoleon. This is not the first time Trump has had a contentious relationship with Zelensky. Let's remember that in 2019, he was accused by the House of Representatives of attempting to pressure Ukraine into providing damaging information about a political rival. Between mockery and controversy, the dynamic between these two leaders is undoubtedly tense. Zelensky did not arrive in the United States for a friendly chat. His visit is crucial for securing the support he needs as Russian troops advance in eastern Ukraine. He is expected to present a victory plan that includes requests for ongoing military and financial support, as well as non-security guarantees. Biden was clear in stating that Russia will not prevail in the war and that Ukraine will emerge victorious. This type of support is vital, especially as Zelensky seeks backing for a very controversial issue, the use of Western-made long-range missiles against Russian territory, something Biden has been hesitant to offer thus far. The pressure is mounting, and time does not seem to favor Ukraine. Meanwhile, Vladimir Putin has not remained idle. Ahead of the meeting, he announced a plan to revise Moscow's nuclear doctrine, allowing the use of nuclear weapons against non-nuclear states that have the support of nuclear-armed states, sending a clear signal to the West. In summary, the intersection between Trump's immigration policy and his rhetoric regarding Ukraine presents a complex landscape in which domestic politics and international dynamics are intertwined. With the 2024 elections on the horizon, the impact of these issues will be crucial for both American politics and the situation in Ukraine.